Hey guys, I said I was going to make a video about the flare, and here it is. It's about a week after Poway. This is the #2 flare that came out of the molds. It's Rolo got the first one, and he brought it to Poway. I brought mine, and a couple more were brought to Poway and given to other pilots. Nick, Wu, and Thomas both built theirs in Poway to fly. Thomas was successful. I don't think. I mean, Nick was successful. I don't think Thomas was getting it built, so he flew something else. I'm going to show videos close up of what it is, and I brought the Poway Sneaky Snake with us. This is the rattlesnake that everybody had a great time with in Poway, but more on that later. So the flare. The flare is a new design, revolutionary design. I don't know of any other plane except maybe an F3B that it's ever been used with that has leading edge flaps, and what that means is the front leading edge of the wing, like on a real plane, droops down. And the way it works is the wing is molded, and it's kind of like a ball and socket. So the leading edge of the wing is, let's say, is my fist, and this is the wing, this arm is the wing, and this is the leading edge, and it has a servo which droops the leading edge down. And so you can see from there that I have Alex. Alex is filming for me, so everyone say hi to Alex. So you can see that the leading edge has a slight gap there. Now that'll be better as the molding gets better. And so if you see, we have the standard ailerons slash flaperons. And then on the leading edge, we have the leading edge, and I'll have to grab the wing here. And if you see, the leading edge droops. One servo horn there, and the leading edge can droop down. And the wing is split here. So this is pinned so that only one servo moves the leading edge. And how that works is, it's hinged on the bottom. And this was the second one, and they just had to put carbon on there from a hinge, but it's going to have a better hinge system, either a mastic tape or a fiber tape of some kind that's much thinner and smoother. How that works is there's 5 servos. So the 5 servos, the fuse is kind of revolutionary in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, it's like a snipe. It has the servo tray, so all 5 servos sit on tray. And excuse me for the wiring. I had to build it in a couple days before Poway, and I've just been flying it since, so I haven't trimmed up all my wires. But it has 5 servos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a receiver. And then on the top of the boom, or on the bottom, I guess it's the top, there is a big cavity where you can put your receiver or your battery in there. You can put your wires in there. My receivers are 7 pins, so they don't fit in here, but everybody else's receivers did. The cavity is made right there for your to put your ballast on, so that it fits flush, and then the nose cone, of course, fits right over it, kind of like a lot of other nose cone planes. So we have 5 servos, and the 5th servo right here actually drives a little rod that works the leading edge flaps. So that's what the 5th servo is for. Now the interesting thing about this plane is everyone's like, oh, I hate 4 in the pod servos because it's so hard to connect the wings. But it's really not on this one, because this right here looks like it's part of the fuse, and it is, but it's actually removable. So you actually flex this, and it comes, it's kind of tricky, but I'll get it. There. So this is actually just a cover that covers, for aerodynamics, covers up the connection points. So when you put the wing on, see, your rods are right here. They're exposed. So all rods snap on, bolt the wing on, snap the rods on, and then this cover comes over and cleanly covers it, snaps in place, and then when the nose cone comes on, you see how it kind of indents in. When the nose cone comes on, it pins this down and it doesn't move. So it makes for a very clean aerodynamic shape. Some people say it's not aerodynamic, but you know, hey, whatever. So flying impressions, when I first got it, I took it out and threw it like 3 times behind my house, and I was like, oh my God, this thing, something's seriously wrong. And I didn't like the way it launched, I didn't like the way it flew. And then I started messing around with it, and it was, I rushed out and flew it, and then I got to Poway, and we spent all day flying it, and I let lots and lots of people fly it. So if you flew it and you want to comment on it, go ahead. If not, you know, it doesn't matter. So lots and lots of people flew it. We got it to where it was launching clean and straight. We got it to where it's not launching super high yet, because the plane is designed, this gap right here is designed to close up and go positive. Mine won't, because of the hinging system. That's been fixed in the newer models, and it's going to be even better and better and better as they keep molding them, just like everything else. And so right now, my leading edge flaps only go down. They go from neutral to down. and the newer ones with the new hinge will go up, so you can actually take the camera out of the wing, and it should launch very, very well. Other things, when the leading edge flaps are down in dead air or very light air, low lift, incredible amount of hang time. It does really well. Some people will say, it doesn't, but there's only five pilots that are flying it right now that have one. So as soon as more and more pilots, you don't have to believe me, just wait till one of your friends has one, or somebody else, and go and ask. If you come to a contest where I'm there and I have the flare with me, which I will, come up and ask to fly it. I'll let you fly it and see what you think for yourself. So don't take my word for it. Just wait till you see it yourselves and see the technology of what Aero Plus and Nick Wu have done. It's incredible. The fact that the mold for this wing is so many pieces, and they put them all together in a couple weeks to get them flying at Poway, and then we did really well. I flew it in 3 rounds. One round I launched it with the leading edge flaps down, and that was bad, really bad. It only launched about rooftop height. I barely got over the trees, but I got in the lift and I got out. I actually climbed through every plane that was there that was flying in the same group that I was. I started lower and finished higher, so I was really proud of that. I was impressed with the performance. Other pilots were impressed with the performance. A lot of people were skeptical. I was skeptical too. I was like, wow, it's really complex. There's a lot going on there. Another servo. I don't want the weight. But the plane weighs in at like 241, 242, I think. I've flown it with ballast now. I'm working on that now, trying to figure it out. But so there's the flare. Tails are just standard tails, molded in hinge line, molded in relief for the screws. Really nice weights on them. The tail, the stab mount does not come pre-mounted. You have to mount that, so I wrapped Kevlar around it to make sure it stayed on. The boom is oval shaped. Tail's plenty big enough. Comes with the famous sticker that they stuck on for me at Poway. Don't ask what that is. I don't know what it is. I think it's a rocket or something. But yeah, so string pull, elevator and rudder. Aileron, stab and rudder. I'm sorry. And I had to add about 7 grams of weight in the nose so far until I can get a receiver up here. Once the receiver's up here, then no more nose weight, hopefully. So that's it, the flare. You can write comments if you want. I'm just going to post this on RC groups so people see. One more look at the wing. If you look, it has like a nice aluminum, need to be sanded down to fit in. So that's your control surfaces with carbon horns that mount on the aluminum, really nice. And then just a little G10 fiberglass thing. And for one more time, you can see the leading edge flex. And if you want to see the bottom of the wing, so if you look at the bottom of the wing, when we flex the thing, you can see, like if I flex it, you can see, I don't know if you can see but look how much we could put in camber. If I ran camber at like maybe 3, and I put it, you can see the curvature of how much the wing goes into massive amounts of like free flight camber. So far it works. It's working really well, and we'll make more videos of it flying and launching, because everybody likes to look at a little black dot up in a big blue sky on a video. It doesn't really tell you anything. So thanks a lot. See ya.